You are standing at the edge of something you cannot fully explain yet. There is a hum in the air, not loud, not aggressive, just constant, like the city itself is breathing, like it has been awake for 1,000 years and has no intention of sleeping tonight. This is Tokyo. And before you reach for your phone or check your map, just stop. Just breathe. Let it come to you first, because Tokyo does not reveal itself to those who rush. It reveals itself to those who are willing to be still in the middle of the most extraordinary storm of light and sound and humanity you have ever witnessed. 40 million people. 40 million stories. And today, just for today, one of those stories is yours. You are not a tourist here. You are a witness. A participant. Someone who showed up and said yes. And the city, in its quiet, meticulous, deeply Japanese way, sighed just like, so let me walk with you. Let me be the voice in your ear as the neon signs blur and the train doors slide open and the smell of something fried and sweet drifts from a window you almost passed without noticing. This is your day. All 24 hours of it. It is just before 6 in the morning and the sky over Tokyo is doing something remarkable. It is not yet blue, not yet gold. It is a soft, pewter-tinged violet sitting just above the rooflines of Yanaka, one of the oldest neighborhoods in this city. One of the few places the fires and bombs of the 20th century somehow left standing. You step out onto the narrow lane and the stones beneath your feet are still cool from the night. The air carries faint camphor from a nearby shrine, mixed with something damp and earthy. The smell of a city just beginning to exhale. Walk slowly. There is no reason to hurry. Not yet. The lane curves past wooden houses with paper screens still glowing from within. Past a tiny shrine no bigger than a phone booth where someone has left a fresh orange in a small cup of sake. Past a senbei shop that has been selling rice crackers since 1952. Its sign faded to a beautiful weather-worn gold. You are heading toward Yanaka Cemetery, and I know what you are thinking, but trust me. At the far end of Yanaka Ginza, almost invisible between a sake shop and a flower stall, a small bakery called Kaiba Coffee is just opening. The moment you push the door, something shifts. The smell of butter and dark roasted coffee hits you like a memory you did not know you had. Order the morning set. Thick toast grilled until barely crisp. A soft-boiled egg. A cup of coffee so smooth and dark, it looks like polished lacquer in the light. Sit at the wooden counter by the window. Watch the street wake up. Watch the first salaryman bicycle past with his briefcase balanced impossibly on the rack. There is nothing urgent happening. There is nothing you need to do right now, except be here. By 9 o'clock, the city has shifted gears so completely it seems impossible that it was ever quiet. You are standing at the mouth of Shibuya Crossing, and the only honest thing I can tell you is that no photograph, no video, no description in any language has ever come close to capturing what this actually feels like in person. The light turns, and then it happens. From every direction at once, hundreds of people step off the curb and move toward each other. And somehow, impossibly, none of them collide. They weave and part and flow like water, like something choreographed by a force more elegant than human intention. Stand in the middle of it. Do not step aside. Let the current pass around you and feel it. The motion. The warmth of so many bodies. The brief eye contact with a woman in a red coat who smiles at you without knowing why. This crossing processes over 2 million pedestrians every single day. Think about that. As you reach the other side, think about what it means to be one of them. From Shibuya, take the Fukatoshin line to Shinjuku, and turn into the alleyways behind Kabukitsu, into Godangai. Even now, in the morning light, you can feel what this place becomes at night. The bars here are the size of walk-in closets, most holding no more than 8 or 9 people. Their walls covered floor to ceiling with books and vinyl records and photographs of regulars who have been coming since the 1970s. Walk slowly through these lanes. Run your hand along the wooden facades. The way the handwritten menus are written, the brushwork, the pressure, the breath behind each stroke, tells you something about the person who made them. If you feel that pull in your chest right now, that particular ache of witnessing something you know you will spend the rest of your life trying to describe, then you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And if this series has ever made your own feet restless, your own passport eager, go ahead and hit subscribe and tap the bell. Because there are more cities waiting, and I do not want you to miss a single one. It is midday, and you are hungry in the best possible way. Today, the story is ramen. You are looking for a shop in the back streets of Shinjuku, marked by nothing more than a short indigo Norn curtain hanging in the doorway. There may be a small queue outside, 6 or 7 people, patient and quiet. Join it. The wait is part of the ritual. When you finally sit at the counter, facing the open kitchen where the chef works with the focused confidence of someone who has made this exact dish 10,000 times, you will understand immediately why people queue. The menu is simple. Shoyu, ramen, tashu pork, soft-boiled egg, noodles with just enough resistance to remind you they were made this morning. When the bowl arrives, the smell reaches you before it has even fully landed on the counter. Deep, complex. The kind of umami that sits at the very back of your throat and makes your entire body exhale at once. Slurp. Do not be polite about it. The sound is not rude here. The sound is appreciation. It tells the chef that you are paying attention, that you understand what has been given to you. There is a philosophy in Japanese food culture called shokunin, a craftsman who has devoted their life to the endless refinement of one thing. The chef across the counter from you right now is a shokunin. He has chosen ramen the way a monk chooses a prayer. Think about that as you eat. The afternoon belongs to contradictions, and you are going to let them wash over you without trying to resolve them. Take the Yamanot line to Harajuku and walk through the tunnel of towering Zelkova trees toward Meiji Shrine. The trees form a cathedral of green and shadow, and the gravel path is raked each morning before the first visitors arrive. An invitation to walk slowly and think slowly and be, for a few minutes, completely removed from the city just beyond the trees. The torii gate at the entrance, nearly 12 meters tall, made from a single Taiwanese cypress tree, frames the approach with a gravity that makes most people slow down instinctively. Walk through. If you come upon a Shinto wedding procession, a priest in white robes leading a bride in her white furisode kimono, stop and watch from a respectful distance. The movements are deliberate, deeply codified, the product of centuries of practice. You are witnessing something that has barely changed in 1,000 years, and the fact that you are here in T's moment is not nothing. Then exit south, walk 5 minutes, and laugh. Because Takeshita Street is electric and candy-colored, and loud with J-pop spilling from every doorway, packed with teenagers in frilled skirts and platform boots. This is the contradiction Tokyo offers you without apology, the sacred and the absurd within 5 minutes of each other, and both of them entirely sincere. At 4 in the afternoon, take the train to Asakusa and walk the stone path beneath the Kaminaramen Gate. It's great paper, lantern 5 meters tall and nearly 700 kilograms. Swaying infinitesimally in the river-cooled breeze, the painted figures of the wind god and the thunder god flank the gate on either side, their faces fierce and red, their presence so certain that even now, in the age of smartphones and instant noodles, they do not seem anachronistic, they seem necessary. Inside the temple precincts, the incense burners send thick columns of smoke into the air, and people cup the smoke in their hands and draw it toward their faces, toward their eyes, wherever they need healing. Lean in. Let the smoke reach you. It smells of cedar and sandalwood and something older than both. Something that has been burning in this specific spot for over 1,000 years. Make your way to the Sumida River embankment and face west. The sky is beginning its nightly performance, the blue draining upward, the horizon going first, amber, then coral, then a deep rose that reflects off the river in long shivering columns. The Tokyo skytree rises to your left, its silhouette turning from silver to gold to a dusty violet as the light changes around it. Do not take a photograph yet. Give it 1 more minute. Stand with your hands at your sides and let it happen to you. The color, the sound of the river, the distant hum of the city. This moment will never exist again in exactly this configuration. Then take the photograph. Then call whoever you love most and try to describe it. Yo will fail, but the attempt will be worth it. As the last light fades, Tokyo does what Tokyo does. It turns itself on. The neon rises to meet the dark all at once, as if a switch has been thrown somewhere in the city's deep infrastructure, and suddenly every surface that was just architecture becomes light. It is past 10 o'clock now, And the city has done something unexpected. Instead of exhausting you, it has given you energy. Find your way to the small izakaya bars near Shinjuku's west exit. Places that glow amber through frosted glass, spilling laughter and the smell of grilled garlic into the empty street. Go into one. When Temoma-san looks at you with that expression that is simultaneously a welcome and a quiet assessment. Nod and say yoroshiku. Onegaishimasu. Please, mean it, because she will. Order the whiskey highball poured over hand-cracked ice with the precision that borders on ceremony. Order the karaji, the fried chicken that arrives so perfectly seasoned and so reliably crisp that you begin to suspect there is a law requiring it. Talk to whoever is next to you, even if neither of you speaks the other's language fluently, because this too is Tokyo. People lean toward each other across the gaps and find the gaps smaller than they thought. At midnight, step back out onto the street and look up. The sky above Shinjuku is a strange amber color. A city so lit from below that the darkness itself has turned warm. Tomorrow this city will be here exactly as you found it. Humming, glowing, feeding and carrying its 40 million people with the same quiet, extraordinary competence. But you will not be the same person who arrived. You came to Tokyo and Tokyo did what it always does. It looked at you carefully, took its time, and then it let you in, into the wooden lanes, and the incense smoke and the chef who has made the same bowl of ramen 10,000 times and is still improving it. The crossing that moves 2 million people a day without a single collision. The shrine in the forest that reminds you that not everything needs to be explained. Some things just need to be stood before and respected. You asked for one day. The city gave you a lifetime. So tell me, and think carefully before you answer, because the answer matters. If Tokyo does this in 24 hours, what do you think Kyoto does in 48? I'll see you on the next one.